What's up, guys? Rustic here. Just bringing you a quick update over the weekend for Tesla stock. You can see we got on the chart. We're all set with our bull and bear triggers and our trade scenarios for the week. If you're a member of our Raw Stocks trading Discord, you get these updates on not only Tesla, but QQQ, SPY, SPX, and a handful of other tickers. And a lot of this data is brought to you by GammaEdge, our options data providing partner. So let's just take a look at the chart real quick. We'll dive in. Not going to spend a lot of time on different time frames. Just going to kind of explain where we're at with these bull and bear triggers, these trade setups, give you the levels so you can put them on your chart and you can be prepared for the week. These are weekly trade plans. A lot of times on Tesla, we'll see the bull trigger get hit first, and then we'll see the bear trigger get hit later on during the week. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but a lot of times I've noticed that we'll typically move in one direction, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday into Friday, we'll sometimes take out the other direction. As you see, theta decay hit, charm unwind, some of those contracts on the opposite direction get worn out. The premiums are cheap. And so no surprise that they run those levels. So let's just go ahead and I'm going to blow the chart up here for a minute. You see we made this move up on Tesla, right? Coming from those low 300s in the server, we maximized our profits along the way, closing out lots of Tesla calls. Now we're seeing a bit of a correction, right? So this week's levels, we're going to have our bear trigger at 327.50 with our bear stop at 333.82. Okay, below that, if we hit our trigger, you can see it says bear trigger plus below VWAP. Okay, so we want it below VWAP. We want to hit that trigger. 3, 5, or 15-minute candle closes for confirmation below that trigger. You can take the short, right? And you can run it down to our first top profit target at 320. And below that, we have our next profit target at 315. Okay, if I pull up the Tesla GammaEdge data, let me bring that over onto our chart here. Okay, here's our GammaEdge data, right? So let's take a look at how that matches up with what we're saying. Okay, so we have our trigger level at 327.50. So let's go back to that GammaEdge chart. 327.50 is right here. You can see that that's where we start to see some negative delta acceleration. We also see a switch between a positive delta level and a negative delta level, and we start to see some gamma acceleration below 327.50, right? So 327.50, it's also in our drunken sailor range. Once we cross that level, right, there's our gamma target. We can see downward acceleration, right? But we also have some positive delta there that can cause resistance at 315. Right here, we have our higher positive delta level. So likely with these low numbers and this higher number, we'll push down onto 350. If we drop below 327.50 to 320, right, then 315, we'll likely see some resistance there, and then we could see upward movement. We also look at the bull trigger. The bull trigger is just the opposite end of the trade, right? We're going to be prepared for both sides of the trade. So we have the bull trigger, and we want to be above VWAP if the bull trigger hits. Okay, 3, 5, or 15-minute candle close for confirmation. And above the bull trigger, above VWAP, we can target 350. And then we have a 376 level that we could see a massive squeeze if we started to see the acceleration. Now let's take a look at what the GammaEdge chart says. Right, there is 342. 342 is our trigger. So 342 right here, 342.50 is our cross out of that drunken sailor range into 345. We get price being pulled into this positive gamma level. We got positive delta above. It can accelerate price. We have positive gamma levels. We can see gamma acceleration causing delta to accelerate and push us further up. We're still in a call dominated environment. So if we did hit that, we do see a little bit of a high level up here with some high open interest, not the highest, but we do have some high open interest at that 370 level. So if we go back to the chart, 376 is the final target on that. If we did hit a squeeze, 376 is where we start to see well, 375, we start to see some negative delta there. So not likely that we'll hit above this cumulative out of the money call zone. Okay, that'd be our resistance if we hit that full squeeze, right? We do have the cumulative out of the money put zone right here, a lot closer to that delta or to that gamma level than we do our out of the money calls. So we could still run up while those calls are still all out of the money. We still could push all that level and still have those calls close out of the money. So if we do start moving up, we could see a bit of a squeeze. We do have some stops in there just to protect our profits or our positions, right? So if we do take the bear trigger, our stop is going to be at 333.82. And if we do take the bull trigger, right, our stop is going to be at 335.37. Okay, and these are weekly trade plans, so you can take them as a day trade if you do, but these are weekly trade plans that are meant to be allowed to play out. Okay, so likely we can hit that trigger, push up on that first level. You can trim positions, you can close out positions. If we come back and test that bull trigger, we can try to push up again if it still looks bearish, right? Because then our structure here would still support bearish, right? Up, down. If we hit that bull trigger, we could do something like that, right? And squeeze all the way up. Now, alternatively, if this starts to break down more, maybe we're just still in a deeper correction, right? We drop that trigger, we might see that support level there, right? And then we might push back up, or we might just find ourselves, trading sideways into the week. So we'll just have to see what happens. We're not going to guess. We got our levels here. Put them on your chart. I'm going to read them one more time. Bull trigger 342, first target 350, second target 376, right? With a stop at 335.37. Our bear trigger 327.50 with a stop at 333.82. We got our targets at 320 and our targets at 315. So hopefully this has been helpful for you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with all your friends. We got links in the description below to our partners at GammaEdge, who provide us all the options data so that we can make these charts for you. We had a link to our Discord so that you can join for free. But you can also check out premium if you'd like. We got a $7 for 7-day promo going on, so you can try us out. We provide all this information plus a whole lot more. So again, hopefully this has been helpful, and we'll see you guys on the next one.